like without saying stuff, like you're just like subconsciously not supposed to do that. Like society doesn't let you. So
Okay.
the way like you said, like there's controversial stuff that needs to be like there needs to be opinions towards those stuff.
Right.
That's a good thing is if you're not afraid to just go against it and say what it's on your mind because other at the end of the day, there's so many people who don't want to like state their opinions if
Of
it's gonna
course. Yeah.
offend the majority, and that's the great thing. So that's like what makes you different because podcast is booming right now. So many people are doing it, and it's a great thing because it's like
Right.
the new future. TVs basically are gonna go extinct soon. Streaming services are
Ca-
gonna go.
cable's definitely going. Cable's going
Yeah,
sooner than later because Netflix is killing that shit.
Netflix is, and then now you got like Disney Plus just
Yeah.
taking over the whole market now. So that's what I'm saying is podcast is gonna be the future soon. Like people hate the radio probably 10, 15 years ago. Now people all they listen to on the drive is basically a radio, which is a podcast minus the music, you know?
Yeah, I mean, all I do, I mean, I'm kind of a dork and a nerd at the same time. Like, I listen to podcasts, I listen to audiobooks, and the one thing I've gotten into lately is lo-fi music. So,
Lo-fi.
so lo-fi is just really chill, instrumental hip hop backgrounds. It's like really
Oh, dude.
chill, and it's just the vibe. Because when you play it, there's no lyrics behind it, so you're not getting distracted by the words, by the rhythm. You're not getting distracted by wanting to sing it and join in. It's just
Hmm.
a beat in the background, and all you do. Oh my goodness! Hey guys, chill out. 1 second. Let me get them.
Oh, you got it.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry.
Okay. Done parenting? Yeah.
Yes, done parenting. But lo-fi music in itself, for me, it just aids to the drive, and it helps get the creative thinking juicy thinking, creative
Yeah.
stuff flowing.
Get your creative flow going,
Yeah, yeah, and
It
so it's
sparks it
just
up.
it's great for just sitting there if you want to think. And so I use lo-fi beats to study. I use lo-fi beats when I drive. Sometimes I'll even use them when I work out because I just like to, you know, have some background noise when I do something.
Hmm. Yeah, of course. I don't know. I tried doing what was it? I don't know. So like I got Apple Music, so when I'm driving, especially if I'm commuting to school or if I have a long drive and I just had like a stressful day,
Yeah.
listening to the same music, kind of like radio style, where they just keep repeating the same music over and over,
Yeah.
it gets like kind of annoying if you're not in the mood for it. So that's why one time, like, what was it? One of my like people I watch on YouTube, they do a podcast, and then I just started listening to it because they're very opinionated and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, let me just listen to it. And the same reason, like, you will listen to your lo-fi and all that stuff is you get lost in it. It might not be
Easily.
catchy, but then it's kind of like you're focused on driving still, but it's so
You go down like a rabbit hole of ideas.
yeah, that's what I'm saying is like you're listening to them and then it's kind of like you're having a conversation with them, but they're just talking to you the whole time. So I'm like, and it starts opening up your mindset. Say you never thought of a certain topic or opinion that they stated,
Right.
and then you're like, it opens it up, and then you start thinking to yourself. That's why I like it because it like keeps your brain going, but at the same time, it kind of clears it, not be focused on like your other stresses that's unnecessary. Kind of puts it into perspective of like just like living today and just focus on right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, shoot, it might be weird listening for an hour, just someone talking to you, but if it works, I ain't mad. So
It works.
yeah,
It
that's fine.
works.
It works.
So
Yeah.
there are two things with podcasts that I love and hate at the same time. sometimes I feel like I get too much information, and that's a good thing. Because
Mm-hmm.
sometimes when a podcast is like really jam packed with just knowledge, when I in that podcast, or sometimes when I'm done with it, I don't remember anything from it. Like I just listened to like
Yeah,
3 hours worth, and I couldn't tell you what the fuck I heard. Like
that's what I'm saying. It's like,
sometimes it can get challenging, especially when we're trying to do like a podcast like this,
yeah,
where we have a lot of ideas that are going. And one thing, when we're having this conversation right here, and we decide, oh shit, I just thought of something that you said, now I want to say it. I've had to
mm-hmm.
really control my tongue through this whole process, to just not be ADD, to not be like, yo, what
Yo,
he said was really fucking cool, that just brought me to this idea, like I just really want to talk about that. Like
that's what I'm saying. That's just like, no, I think that's normal human behavior.
yeah.
You get a trigger in your mind. You're like, oh, I gotta interrupt because if I don't, I'm gonna forget it. I know it is, but it's such a big topic. That's so cool. I gotta say it. It's just that's it. That's how it is. That's why
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why doing this stuff where there really is no specific topic. We're just freeballing it the whole way is a
Mm-hmm.
great idea and it's great, but it's hard because if something pops up the ordinary, it's kind of like conflicted on. So
Yeah,
I want to tell him, but I don't want to interrupt him.
I
So
got you.
yeah,
No, well,
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
so imagine when I have guest speakers, the topic is nothing specific. The topic is you. Like you're the guest. You're the topic.
Uh,
You're the guest speaker. So when I
mhm.
have like something on Tuesday that I just did, or next week where I don't have a guest speaker, that has a specific topic. So I'm gonna stick to that topic. And if an idea jumps out at me, since I'm by myself, I'll just kind of do whatever. But you yourself are my topic, and that's why if when we get here, there's no specifics that we have to talk about. I just want to have a conversation with you, see where you're at in life, what you're doing, you know promote your podcast, man. I want you to use this as a promotion to your podcast, because I mean, if you get views, I get views.
That's
So
so true.
I mean, I just want to spread positivity, man. That's all I want to do. I just want to chit
Hey,
chat with people.
it's good
So
vibe. That's all it is. That's all
that,
we need. That's
that's
all it
all I'm
is.
trying to do, but that's all I'm trying to do. Have some
Just
good
good
vibes
vibes
here
all
and there.
around. That's all it is. I
So
mean, that's awesome because I mean, it's good. It's great because you just get to know. You get to spread like me and your other guests to just everyone,
right,
and then say unless you're like interviewing a kid, but everyone you're interviewing is probably over 18, so they got a whole life to talk about.
yeah,
And like for us, we're just scratching the surface. We've only been talking about our podcast and like my college. We got so
exactly.
much stuff we want to
I
keep going for our
know.
whole life.
Oh my
So
goodness.
that's
Yeah,
the
we haven't
thing.
even covered the shoe stuff that you guys do. We haven't even talked
Mm,
about any of the hairstyling. Yeah, so
the
let's talk about
hairstyling,
that real quick. Yeah,
the
you're
barbering.
you're a
Let's start
hair
with
cutter.
yeah. I am.
So real quick, how much you charge, and
Depends on where you
where you
live.
located?
Yeah, it depends on where you live. If
Oh,
you want to see some of my cuts, I
so
will do a selfless plug anytime.
wait. You said depends on where you live. Does that mean you travel to them?
I do. If you're local, if you're far,
You're gonna
sorry.
have to work something out, buddy.
If you're ever in town, you can come get a cut. If you're far, and it's not a distance thing, it's just if you ask me for a cut and I say okay, and you ask for a house call and then you're kind of far and I'm not feeling it, we're gonna have to postpone or something.
Do
But
you charge
yeah,
extra for the house call? Like if you go out somewhere,
yeah,
do you like $5 more for gas? Something like that.
yeah. Just depends on like where it is.
Yeah,
But usually like whoever gets a house call is like within like 10 minutes, 15 minutes.
I got you.
So I charge 10 if you come to me, 15 if you're local, and then it's a little consultation if you're farther. But other than that, yeah, I started picking up.
I like that. I like that. I like that. A little
Yeah.
consultation.
So basically, is I picked it up actually. It's a weird story. I don't know. if to me it's not weird. When I say it, it feels weird, but I never got a weird reaction from people. So, senior year of high school, before I go to bed, just like the way it is with you with lo-fi music and audiobooks and stuff,
Okay.
the thing that like I cleared my mind, got me stress free, I'll go on YouTube and watch like compilations of like some bomb ass haircuts. Like these
Really?
barbers are like Edward Scissorhands with it, minus like the accidents, but they would be so clean. You got the fades, the tapers, everything. And I was like, yo, this looks so good. So I just kept watching videos and then I started watching tutorials.
Yeah.
So I watched tutorials and I'm like, oh, that's pretty cool. So that's how you do it. I thought it was so much harder because like I feel like hair cutting is the one thing that is really simple if you just learn how to do it.
Okay.
And then it's not like it doesn't take like you gotta know all these equations and stuff. It's just I don't know. It's all hands on. And then just watching it, I watched it for like a whole year, all the senior year. I was just watching haircuts, right? I didn't consider cutting hair. I didn't do any of that. It wasn't until like right before freshman year of college, I had a friend over, and then his family was out of town. He was just home, so I picked him up. He came over my house, and then what was it? He's like, "Dang, dude, I don't have a car, and I need a cut." So I was like,
Yo, let me cut
"Hey,
your hair.
I got you with the
Let me
cut,
cut your
no
hair.
charge. You're my first customer, no charge. Let's just see." It's like a joke, right? It's
Hmm.
a prank. So I cut his hair. I kid you not. That cut, like my cut's average now. It depends on who I'm cutting and like if we're talking. I would say 30 minutes to like an hour and 15, just
Okay.
depending on like
Yeah, because you take
if
your
I haven't
time.
seen you in a while. Yeah, like if the person I'm cutting doesn't feel like talking, easy 30 minutes. Like I try. If they're not into it, I'm like, okay, you're just not in the mood to talk. You just want a haircut. Let's go out. Let's get it out. But if I like, it's like a friend, I haven't seen them in a long time. We're just talking. I
Right.
get a lot. It feels like 30 minutes, and I look at the clock. I'm like, dang, I just
Lost
made
in the
$10 in
sauce,
like an
boy.
hour and 15. I don't know about that pay rate, but you know,
Hey, when you're
for
doing
an hour
something
and
you're
15,
passionate about,
that's
it's
what I'm saying.
you get paid more than just the monetary value.
That's what I'm saying. I got paid an hour just to talk to a friend for an hour and just cut hair.
That's
So
how I
that's why I
feel
like
about the
for me,
podcast, man.
yeah. So that's the thing is like the pay isn't like $100. I'm not asking for that. It was just for me to pay for like gas for like the week, you know?
Right.
So I never have a day where I cut hair and I hate it. That's like I don't know, for some reason that's like what I'm passionate about. I'm not saying I'm gonna become a master barber or thing because I don't. It's a lot of work too because you gotta like schedule appointments. You gotta consult like talk to people,
Oh my
and sometimes it's a
goodness.
little rough meeting new people on a daily. That's like sometimes if I'm meeting a new person, it's a little
Right.
rough. That's why I cut mostly like friends and family. But um, yeah, so it's something nice. I never complain about it. I'm always having fun. It's like a stress reliever for me too. But yeah. So freshman year, back to that. I just want to tell you how it started.
Okay.
So
Let's get to it.
because I cut them for
Real
free.
quick. Do you cut your own hair?
I do, but currently I'm growing my hair out. So
Oh, okay.
if people see this and they say, I don't know about that man's cut, it's like 3 months grown out right now.
Oh,
So
I got you. That's why you got the
yeah,
hat on. Okay.
I got that hat on my hair. I got hair everywhere. I just when you growing your hair out, dude, it has your best friend, you know?
Dude,
Just flicks everything back.
oh my gosh, I remember when I was trying to grow my hair out and Nikki was like, Dylan, you gotta do something about that haircut. I'm like, babe, but it looks cool. Just imagine the man bun I could grow. She's like,
That's what I'm saying.
she
Hey,
gave
I
me
don't know
that
if you have
look.
that same reaction.
She
You
gave me
remember
that
that
look.
picture? Yeah, that's like that. I mean, for you, the wife look now when you're like, hey, okay, but you know, and just like, hey, she don't want to tell you don't do that,
I
but she just
know.
says,
She's been so generous to me. So I did go to a barber the past week, and it was a brand new barber. I usually go to the one in Lawrenceville, but now that we moved down to Roswell, I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna try someone new. I got a recommendation from my friend that lives over here. He's like, try this person out. I said, okay. This dude, I kid you not, cut my hair in about 15 minutes. It's probably one of the better haircuts I've ever had. He's like literally, ga 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 ga, and it was this like Russian dude. I'm like, hey man, like, how you doing? He's like, I can't even do a Russian accent. It wouldn't do it justice. But he basically asked me what kind of haircut you want. I'm like, I don't know. Cut whatever you want. He's like, good. Makes it easier for me. I said, okay. So that's when
That's that consultation.
Yeah. He cut it up, and I'm like, all right, cool. I mean, it looks good now. I don't mind it. I was growing my hair out like you, and then he just cut it short. And I'm like, you know what? I kind of like it short now. So we're gonna leave it.
If it's a good cut, if it's quick, like if you're a busy man trying to get in and out for a good cut. Yeah. And I'm assuming it's not like $100 cut. It's probably an affordable cut, right?
Yeah,
probably
no, bro.
Like
it was
$20,
like
$25.
No, I think it was 20. 25 with tips.
$20?
Hold on, the wife is calling me. Let me decline that real quick. She knows I'm doing the podcast. I know. Okay. She's gonna yell at me later.
She gonna give me the look again.
Babe, you can literally go watch Twitch. We're on the podcast right now.
I can see you don't check your Twitter.
I know. Thanks for the support, babe. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, $20. That's not a bad deal, especially if you're getting it like it's very convenient.